Why are so many smart people still broke? You'd think being clever guarantees wealth, but look closer. Some of the most brilliant minds are trapped by money worries every single day. This isn't a fluke. There's a hidden game nobody taught you, one that keeps even the brightest stuck. If you want to break out, keep watching. Scene 1. The universal fear. It doesn't matter if you're fresh out of college with a mountain of student debt, or you're a millionaire who never worries about rent. When it comes to money, nearly everyone carries a deep, nagging fear. Fear of running out, fear of not keeping up, fear of never having enough. It's not just you. This anxiety isn't a personal flaw. It's the system working exactly as designed. Think about it. Why do so many people, even those who are objectively successful, still lie awake at night worrying about bills, investments, or the future? It's not because they're bad with numbers, or even because they spend recklessly. It's because we live in a society that profits from your stress. The more you worry about money, the easier it is for companies to sell you quick fixes, credit cards, must-have products, or life-changing courses. And here's the kicker. The system is built to keep you running on that treadmill. From the moment you enter school, you're taught to compete, to compare, and to measure your worth in dollars. But nobody ever teaches you how to break free from that cycle. If you've ever felt trapped or anxious about money, even when you're doing everything right, it's not your fault. It's the invisible script running in the background of your life, and until you see it, you can't change it. Ready to see the bigger game? Scene 2. The psychology trap. Now, let's talk about the real trap, the one that catches even the smartest people. Nobel Prize-winning psychologist Daniel Kahneman calls it narrow framing. Here's how it works. Most people think about money as a series of separate battles. They freak out about this month's rent, obsess over the next credit card payment, or stress about that random shopping spree they did last week. But they never see the bigger war. It's like you're playing chess, but you're only looking at the next move, not the whole board. That's why so many smart people make dumb money choices. They save money in one account while racking up debt in another. They cut back on small expenses, but ignore the massive interest building on their loans. They treat every financial decision as a one-off crisis instead of spotting the patterns that hold them back. Here's the painful truth. No amount of intelligence or degrees will save you if you always zoom in and never zoom out. Because money isn't about solving a new problem every day. It's about seeing how every decision connects over a lifetime. If you want to win the real game, you need to step back. You need to see your money as an interconnected system, not a list of emergencies. Smart people get stuck because nobody ever teaches them to look up from the details and master the big picture. So, are you just fighting battles, or are you planning to win the war? Scene 3. The 4 levels of freedom. Everyone says they want financial freedom, but most people have no idea what that actually means, or why they never get there, no matter how hard they try. The real roadmap to freedom isn't about making $1 million overnight or finding a magic shortcut. It's about conquering 4 levels, one at a time. Let's break them down. Level 1. Mind freedom. This is where most people fail before they even begin. They let society, marketing, and social media tell them what's normal. The result? Chasing cars, houses, or status symbols they never even wanted. Mind freedom is realizing the economy, trends, and all that pressure. None of it controls you unless you let it. You decide what matters, and money becomes your servant, not your master. Level 2. Debt freedom. If you're in debt, you're working for someone else. Every interest payment is your energy, stolen month after month. The first rule is brutal. Stop making it worse. No new debt. Face your numbers, no matter how ugly. Plenty of smart people live paycheck to paycheck because they pretend debt is normal. It's not. Cutting out the cycle is the only way to start moving forward. Level 3. Emergency fund. Most people have no backup plan. The moment something goes wrong, a job loss, a car breaks down, they're thrown back into survival mode. The rich? They keep at least 3 to 6 months of expenses in cash, somewhere easy to reach. This is your shield. You don't build wealth if one mistake destroys everything you've saved. Level 4. Invest your surplus. Now your money finally starts to work for you. It doesn't matter if you start small. Track every dollar. Invest in assets that grow, not in distractions that disappear. The real flex is passive income, dividends, interest, growth, coming in whether you work or not. Miss one level, and the rest crumble. Most people try to skip steps, but there are no shortcuts. Real freedom is a sequence, not a lottery ticket. So ask yourself, which level are you truly at, and what's stopping you from climbing to the next? Scene 4. Mastering your emotions. Here's the harsh truth. You can be a genius with numbers, but if your emotions run the show, your money will always run wild. Think about it. How many times have you made a purchase just because you felt bored, sad, or stressed? How often have you celebrated a bonus with a splurge or chased after a stock just because everyone else was hyping it up? Emotions are the secret fuel behind most irrational money choices, and even the smartest minds get caught in the trap. The real winners? They're not cold robots, but they know how to hit pause before reacting. They study the numbers, compound interest, patterns, risks. They refuse to let short-term feelings dictate long-term outcomes. Here's a mental reset. Instead of thinking of money as just dollars and cents, see it as your life energy. Every dollar you spend is a tiny piece of your time, effort, and potential, traded for whatever you're buying in that moment. So, before you click buy now or panic sell that investment, ask yourself, is this how I want to spend my life energy? Or am I just chasing a feeling I'll forget tomorrow? The difference between broke and wealthy isn't brains. It's mastering the gap between impulse and action. Take control, and you change the entire game. Scene 5. Money not equal happiness, but can help if used right. Let's bust the biggest myth out there. Money itself won't make you happy. It won't fix your life, erase your stress, or fill the empty spaces you feel inside. But how you use your money, that can change everything. Here's what the data really shows. People who spend more on stuff, gadgets, shoes, the latest trends, don't get any happier in the long run. The thrill fades, the new becomes old, and the cycle repeats. But when you spend on experiences, trips with friends, learning new skills, even just a great meal with people you care about, you build memories, connection, and joy that actually lasts. And when you use your money to help others, donate, or just treat someone to coffee, that feeling of happiness multiplies. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about understanding what really pays off. More stuff means more clutter and more stress. But more meaning, that's the real flex. So, next time you get paid or find a little extra cash, pause for a second. Ask yourself, is this purchase adding something real to my life or just filling space? Are you investing in happiness or just chasing a high that disappears in days? You don't need to be rich to buy happiness, but you do need to spend with purpose. Scene 6. The childhood trap. Most people grow up with no real money education. No one teaches you how credit cards actually work, how interest builds up, or why debt can destroy your freedom. For most families, money talk is either a taboo or just a passing joke. Here's what the ultra-wealthy know, and most others don't. Talking openly about money isn't dangerous. It's essential. They show their kids real numbers, talk about mistakes, and share the lessons they learned the hard way. Meanwhile, the rest are left to figure it out alone, usually after making expensive mistakes. Think back. Did your parents ever explain how to budget, save, or invest? Did they let you fail with small amounts, like wasting your allowance on candy. So you learn early? Or did they shield you from every consequence, making the real world 10 times harder? Here's the wild part. Letting kids make money mistakes when the stakes are low is one of the best gifts you can give them. It's far better to blow $5 on something dumb as a kid than lose $5,000 to a bad decision as an adult. If you never got this chance growing up, it's not your fault. But now, you know the secret. Start learning, talking, and experimenting with money now, even if it feels awkward or late. Break the cycle before it breaks you. Scene 7. The Broken Roadmap. For decades, we were told that success means more money, more stuff, more hustle. But here's the truth. That always more roadmap is broken. Chasing endless growth leads to burnout, stress, and a life that never feels finished. You work harder, buy bigger, and always end up wanting the next thing. It's a treadmill that never stops, and it's designed to keep you running, not winning. But what if you flipped the script? What if true wealth is about knowing you're enough? That point where you have what you want, what you need, and nothing in excess. This isn't about settling or going ultra-minimalist. It's about clarity. When you know what's truly valuable to you, you stop buying out of habit or pressure. You start living on your own terms, not society's. The wealthy aren't just rich in money. They're rich in choices, time, and purpose, because they decided what enough means for them and ignored the noise. So, ask yourself, are you chasing more just because everyone else is running? Or are you clear about what truly matters and when to stop running the race? The old game said, never enough. The new game? Decide your own finish line and live free. In the end, it was never about how smart you were in school or how many facts you can memorize. It's about the traps you grew up with, the habits you repeat, and the courage to rewrite your own money story. If you're tired of playing by broken rules, now's the time to break free. Stop letting fear, pressure, or old scripts decide your future. Start building wealth on your terms, with your own definition of enough. So, what part of your money mindset hit you hardest today? Drop your answer in the comments. I read everyone. And if you're ready for more raw truths and untold wealth tactics, hit subscribe. This is just the beginning. Your next move starts right now.